This is The Space Shot, episode 115 for September 6th, 2017. Eye of the Storm. Hey everyone, welcome to The Space Shot, your daily space history, pop culture, and news fix. I'm John Molnix. I've got a quick launch update for today. Tomorrow, SpaceX is still scheduled to launch the United States Air Force X-37B, but the chance for a weather violation meaning that SpaceX couldn't launch due to the weather being outside what is acceptable for the rocket, stands at 50%. The launch window is still to be determined at the time of recording today's episode because it is a military launch, and I'll keep everyone updated online when I know more. Hurricane Irma could shape up to be a massive hurricane by the time it makes landfall in Florida. SpaceX will hopefully be launching well before the hurricane becomes an issue at the Cape. This Sunday, the 10th, I'm going to see Star Trek II: The Wrath of Khan as part of a special movie event across the United States. Wrath of Khan is one of my favorite movies of all time, and it's definitely in my top 10 favorite sci-fi movies. I'm excited to finally have the chance to see it on the big screen, and I'll be talking a little bit more about the movie on Sunday. Also premiering this Sunday is Fox's new sci-fi comedy, The Orville. Seth MacFarlane created and stars in this promising science fiction comedy take on Star Trek and that genre in general. MacFarlane is a big fan of Star Trek. He even appeared in a few episodes of Star Trek Enterprise as an engineer. His vision for the Orville, and I'm paraphrasing here, is positive and hopeful, something which sci-fi in recent years has strayed away from. Now for the Cassini countdown. Number 9 on my list is the hexagonal polar jet stream at Saturn's North Pole. Images of this incredibly unique storm are captivating to look at, so be sure to check out the show notes for links to some pictures. This storm is a massive hurricane that has been active since Saturn was imaged by Voyager in 1981, and Cassini was able to capture incredible images of this storm over the final years of its mission thanks to the sun illuminating the North Pole of the planet. The winds of this storm swirl around at about 220 plus miles per hour, and the eye of this storm is about 50 times larger than the eye of the most powerful hurricanes here on Earth. The storm's sides are about 8,600 miles long, which is a distance greater than the diameter of our planet. Think about that for a second. There's a storm on Saturn that is larger than our entire planet. That is wild. Sadly, once Cassini plunges into Saturn's atmosphere, we won't be getting new images of this captivating world and its many moons until we send a new mission to the Saturnian system. Lastly for today, Walter Dornberger, a German scientist that was one of the leaders of the Nazi V2 program, was born on this day in 1895. His work for the Nazis on the V2 inflicted horrors not only on the civilian populations that weapon terrorized, but it also inflicted countless casualties on the primarily Jewish slave laborers that built those rockets. Ultimately, after the war ended, Dornberger went to work for the United States under Operation Paperclip. We talked about Operation Paperclip in previous episodes. Check out episodes 12 and 37 if you're interested in learning more. A quick summary of the program is that Operation Paperclip was the program that brought Nazi scientists and technologies like the V2 rocket to the United States so we could use their technical expertise to augment our own efforts. Dornberger went on to help develop the X-15 rocket plane as well, and that's been the topic of numerous episodes. Check out episodes 25, 26, 66, and 100 for more on that. Dornberger also worked on the Boeing X-20 Dinosaur project that I'll talk more about later this year. Check out the show notes for more information on today's episode, and be sure to connect with me on Instagram and Twitter. Find me at John Molnix. I'm always up to chat. Let me know what you think of the show by leaving a rating in iTunes. It takes just a minute, and it makes a huge difference because it helps even more people find the show. I'd also appreciate if you could share the Space Shot with your friends and family, and anyone else that enjoys podcasts. Tomorrow, some SpaceX launch history, hopefully a SpaceX launch, an Endeavour launch, and number 8 on the Cassini countdown. I'm John Molnix, and I'll catch you on the flip side.